The founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is the wealthiest man in the world, with an estimated net worth of $112 billion. And he's only 55. His wisdom is, "I think frugality drives innovation, just like other constraints do. One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out." The operative word here is frugality, as in limited resources. Just as it drives innovation, it can force you to invent your way out of a tight box. Put another way, it's often cheaper to create something than it is to buy it. There are limitations, of course, but when it comes to money, frugality is basic. To begin saving and investing money, you must first master the art of living beneath your means. The founder of Microsoft, estimated to be worth $90 billion, is also rich in quotes. But this one stands out: "If you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it is your mistake." No, you can't do anything about the circumstances you were born into. But where you go from, there is up to you. You may not be able to choose to be a billionaire, but you do have an opportunity to improve your finances and your life at any time. The chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, is estimated to be worth $84 billion. Probably the most quotable of all billionaires, this one is to be the most life-changing. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Think about it. If you can only make as much money as you earn, you're limited by the number of hours you can work, and the effort you can put out. But if you develop ways to make money, even when you're not working, that's the life-changing part. Bernard Arnault, the chairman and CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods company, is estimated to be worth $72 billion. That makes him the wealthiest person in Europe. He had this to say: "Money is just a consequence. I always say to my team, don't worry too much about profitability. If you do your job well, the profitability will come." The youngest member of the 20 richest billionaires, Zuckerberg, is estimated to be worth $71 billion. The co-founder and CEO of Facebook once said, "The biggest risk is not taking risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. There's no way to be successful without taking risks." That's as true in investing as it is in a career. The founder of the Zara clothing and accessories chain, Amancio Ortega, is the second wealthiest man in Europe, with an estimated net worth of $70 billion. At 80 years old, he offers up this revelation: "I'll keep working until the end." Most people dream of retiring, and here's a man who could have done it at any time, but chose not to. Great things can happen at any stage of life. Carlos Slim made his estimated fortune of $67 billion mostly in telecommunications. But looking at the big picture, he once had this to say: low interest rates are a big opportunity for investment. But the issue is that this money should go to the real economy, not the financial economy. Invest in things that are real and have lasting value. That can seem counterintuitive in today's hyper-financialized economy. But if you look at the companies with the biggest market capitalizations, like Amazon, Google, and Apple, they're all providing valuable products and services. Interest rates and stock prices may rise and fall, but value endures. The co-owner of Koch Industries, Charles Koch, is worth an estimated $60 billion. He had this to say: relentlessly strive to come up with new and better products, and produce them more efficiently than the alternatives. This is excellent advice in choosing a company to work for or invest in, or if you're planning to launch a business. Growth has to be continuous, otherwise you become a me-too competitor, destined for a less optimistic outcome. The other half of the Koch brothers, David Koch, is also worth an estimated $60 billion. His advice comes from a different direction entirely. You know, once you've stood up to cancer, everything else feels like a pretty easy fight. His ongoing fight against cancer has given this multi-billionaire a deeper perspective on life, and one we shouldn't miss. Money challenges may not be the biggest battles you'll fight in life. With that in mind, keep it all in perspective and work to achieve balance in your life. The co-founder of Google, Larry Page, has an estimated net worth of $48.8 billion. He recommends focusing on the future. Lots of companies don't succeed over time. What do they fundamentally do wrong? They usually miss the future. Google's other founding half, Sergey Brin, is worth an estimated $47.5 billion. He offered this: I feel there's an existential angst among young people. I didn't have that. They see enormous mountains, where I only saw one little hill to climb. If you view a path or goal as too intimidating, you might choose not to even pursue it. It seems Sergey is challenging us to lower the obstacles and focus on what's on the other side of what seems to be a mountain. Rest assured, if a hill looks like a mountain to you, it does to others as well. That'll cut down on the competition. Walmart founder Robson Walton is estimated net worth $46.2 billion. He had this to say: I learned from my dad that change and experimentation are constants and important. You have to keep trying new things. Translation: don't get too set in your ways. The world, the economy and the markets are in a state of constant change. Be ready to roll with them, and to do some experimenting along the way. That might mean changing the way you do business, or the way you invest your money. Ma Huadong made his estimated $45.3 billion fortune in internet media. He offered this advice: the leader of the market today may not necessarily be the leader tomorrow. In business as in investing, change is a constant. Technology, markets and leadership change constantly. The co-founder and chairman of technology giant, Alibaba, Jack Ma, is estimated to be worth $39 billion. His advice: I'm coming to this world not to work. I want to come to this world to enjoy my life. I don't want to die in my office. I want to die on the beaches. Wang Jianli, the founder of Dali and Wanda Group, China's largest real estate development company, is worth an estimated $30 billion. He offers up another lesson in frugality. I am not a person who pursues luxury. I am not like those people who, once they have money, compulsively squander it, or show it off. There's deep wisdom in this quote. Here's a man who's worth billions, and he still lives relatively close to the ground.